Inspired look. Shh. Hey, enough. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. This video has had to get this golden plum fall inspired smoky eye and lip. I hope that you guys like. I love fall. I love all the colors. So I love how this look turned out. I love the pop of glitter on my lid. I love all the highlight and the burgundy, so I hope that you guys enjoy. I'm planning on doing a couple more videos this October, hopefully in the Halloween genre. So I hope that you guys like, so please subscribe and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm going to be starting with foundation. My previous recordings have not been working, so I had to re-record it. So it is already on, but what I did was I pumped 2 or 3 pumps on my hand. I used my kabuki brush and I just kind of dip in and then swoop like this all around my face. You know, reapply if I need to, go all over, into my hairline even, into my ears a little bit, and even down to my neck. Because we don't want any like lines, and a lot of times people's faces are wider than their bodies because they, you know, exfoliating or whatever you may be doing. So, foundation done. Next what we're going to do is concealer. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in W25, I think. Yep. So I'm going to pump a couple on my back of my hand again. Usually just one pump will do it. And then I use my beauty blender. I got this at Ulta. And you have to get it damp for, so you like put it under water and squeeze it because it looks a lot smaller than it's normally. Make sure it's damp. So then I just take a little bit and I put this under my eyes first, on my eyelids, even to the sides here. I kind of do like a triangle. Like so. I feel like I don't look like death anymore once I put concealer on. And then I just kind of dab to blend this out. I'm sure I'm making the prettiest faces right now. Now normally I have some left over, so I'll dab it with my blender and put a little on my forehead, a little on my chin, and then down my nose. Today, I think I'm gonna do a cream contour because I don't think I've done that on camera versus a powder contour, just so you can see. Basically the same thing, but I recently have been liking the powder versus the cream because I feel a little like less cake face, I guess. Okay, concealer done. So before I get any of those little lines, I'm sitting so like feminine right now, as you can see. And my setup is the most ghetto thing you could ever imagine right now also. So just you can picture that. So I'm gonna take some powder. This is just by Rimmel Stay Matte with a big brush. Put it in there, normal stuff. And then I'm gonna put it under my eyes and on top of my lid, so that way I don't get those little like old lady creases under there. Because if I don't set it, that's what's gonna happen. So before I do the cream contour, because I don't want to do that after I do my powder. I'm just going to do it under the eyes here. A little on the forehead. Basically where I just put the concealer. Okay. I'm using a CoverGirl stick. This is like the darkest one they have, I think. Medium/dark. 360. It's like a little concealer stick. It's just, again, the darkest one. I make like a fish face. And you see that shadow right there? I just kind of mark along with the shadow. I usually do a couple more up here because you want it to be thicker up here and then fade. Like so. Now, I cannot contour my nose and make it look right. Like, I look like Michael Jackson. So, I don't ever contour my nose even though I wish I knew how. So I'm gonna do my forehead though, because I have a massive forehead and I like to attempt to make it smaller looking. So I just kind of do little dashes around there. And then I take just another brush. This is just my stipple brush like this. And then I just kind of do circular motions and blend it into my hairline, like so. I feel like a turtle in this, I'm sorry. I thought it was gonna look fall-like, but I look like I look like floating heads, what I look like. So for this, sorry, I just blend back and forth until this is totally blended out. Again, it's just repetition, really, and just blending it out until it looks natural. Okay, so you can see just a little definition there. It's not too much. You can add more if you want more. I think I'm okay with how it looks. I didn't want to do an intense one, but at least you can see now how I do like the contour one. Or, I'm sorry, the cream contour. Some people put a line under here too to kind of make more of a jaw line, but I don't ever really do that. I just do the forehead and my cheeks normally. And again, I normally don't do my nose. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over that, especially underneath. Kind of carve out that definition, and then once it's basically brushed off, I just kind of pat over it so it sets that concealer there. Does that make sense? You can't answer me. I hope that makes sense. Oh my god, I had a double chin. I'm so pretty. So pretty. If people were looking in the studio, they'd probably think I was crazy. Blush now, and I am doing, this is like my favorite blush ever, and I really should expand a little bit, but I just really like this one a lot. It's called Spring Sheen. It has some gold shimmer in there. So this is just a tiny little brush. I don't even know where this is from. It's probably one of those packs you get at the like CVS or something. So I just put it in there. Sometimes I'll tap if I have too much, and then I just kind of put it on the apples of the cheeks and then swipe it kind of up like this. That's so pretty. So if you feel like you have too much, you can always go over like if you're another brush and just kind of blend a little bit more. Okay, so let's do brows. I think it's time for brows. My sad little brows. They're gonna look much better in a minute. So I usually use two things. It depends on my mood if I want like my brows a little more heavier or natural or lighter. I don't say naturally. But I use the Dipbrow Pomade in Chocolate by Anastasia Beverly Hills, or the Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is dark brown. So it just depends, but I'm gonna do the pomade, and mine's almost out. Look at how bad that looks. I need to do one so bad. I think some just fell on me. I use like an angled brush like this. So I dip it in there. It's so dried up. Normally when I do my seniors, I do the Brow Wiz, not the pomade. And then I kind of swipe it on the side. So what I do first, it doesn't matter what, I have to like really create an arch because I have no arch, and mine stop if you notice like right there. So go in, start that little arch like so. And then we'll go down. I usually do a pretty light hand because you can always add if you don't like. I'm sorry if I'm gonna focus right now. You ever have a feeling when you're doing this that you're like, it's gonna be a good brow day or it's gonna be a bad brow day? And I'm honestly not impressed yet, so let's hope for the best. sorry if I'm echoing also. And then I just kind of fill in the blank to where, kind of like how I do winged eyeliner. I kind of just, again, fill in the blank is kind of the term I use. They're supposed to be heavier on the out here and then lighter towards the inside. Like, I'm sorry, inner part. So I try to do a lighter hand here. And then it's supposed to be kind of squared off. So I usually kind of just take my brush like this and do this to kind of get that squared off thing. You're looking a little thick today. Before and after. So after I do that, I take the spoolie part of my brow wiz and I normally try to blend, this is hard to do with this hand. I try to go and kind of do this towards, and it kind of, if you can, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it kind of blends it out so it's not very harsh in the front there, so it looks a little bit more natural. And then I just brush it all the way through again, like so. If I want to pluck my eyebrows too, I usually will do this first and then kind of go around any of the hairs that are in my little thing I drew and pluck them. Okay, brow number 2. So pretty. This turtleneck is such a good idea. Okay, fun fact about me, I cannot raise this eyebrow, I can only raise this one. So whenever I do pictures, I always go to this side because it looks like I've had a stroke on this side of my face, for reals. If I was on an island and I had to pick 1 or 2 or 3 things to have with me, or that I had to do makeup wise, obviously if we're not talking about like food or water first probably. Come on, Ashley. Would be mascara first, and then I would need some sort of brow situation. And then probably concealer would be my go-tos. So we're gonna start on the eyes now. I'm gonna use my palette here, which I love, but I recently has like 3 layers on it. If you didn't know that. There's layer 1, 2, 3. And I love it, but I never buy palettes because I have it, but now I'm kind of getting bored and I feel like I want to buy a palette even though they're so expensive. So we're gonna go in first with a transition shade. This is normally always my first step. I use a fluffy brush like this. These are actually harder to find than they should be, I think, but I got this one at Ulta. So I'm gonna go in with like a warm brown color because this is gonna be, again, a warm fall look. So I'm gonna go in with this color here. It's like a orangey, burnt orange type of thing. Put it in there, tap off the excess. And then I'm just gonna start putting that in the crease like this. You can always add as you go. But this is basically what helps you get that seamless look from your eyeshadow color to your like brow bone color, if that makes sense. So you don't have like a harsh line or look like you got punched or like a raccoon eye or anything. I feel like this is weird because I don't think anyone agrees with me with this, but I think it's easier to do makeup on other people than it is myself in some ways. Like mascara, obviously it's easier to put on yourself, but I feel like I do better eyeshadow work on other people than I do myself for some reason. I kind of just make this part in a V. I try to focus on making it a V-ish. Okay. Next eye. The funny thing is, I love makeup, but I'm sorry I sound like a man. I know I have a man voice, I apologize. As much as I love makeup, I rarely wear it. Normally, I don't wear anything because I am shooting all the time and I don't like wearing it because I get it on my camera and I have to wipe it off, and you know, you're like doing this all the time and my eye's up against the camera and it just wipes it off, and it's just pointless because I'm not the one getting my picture taken anyway. So I'm sorry you guys had to look at my 12-year-old looking face with no makeup. I do love it though. Okay, so next I'm gonna take this brush here, you can see that, and I'm going to take, let's do this color. It's like a sienna kind of color, burnt sienna. Rub that in there, tap, and then I'm gonna kind of like carve out the crease with this color. Just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension and depth. Sorry, that was my phone. Oh my God, I have a double chin in this. The holidays have not even begun and I already have a double chin. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. I can feel my mouth opening too, like, close your mouth, Ashley. You guys are getting the prettiest views of me today. Close it. Okay, after that, I'm gonna go back with the fluffy brush and lightly blend out that color into the first color. I still want there to be definition, but I don't want it to be harsh. I want to blend. So I don't look bald. If you guys like YouTube, makeup artists, my favorites are Jaclyn Hill, #1. I'm a huge Jaclyn Hill fan. And my newest obsession is Mikey of Glam and Gore, and she does special effects makeup along with glam makeup. And I am addicted. I'm addicted to watching all of her videos. I have no interest in doing special effects makeup, but I am so intrigued by her videos. Like, I can't stop watching, and I've literally watched all of them in probably like a day because I couldn't stop. She's so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go in now. Actually, I'm gonna do my outer V color. So I'm gonna go in with this brush. I think this just came in with like a Mary Kay pack that I got. They're all like travel size. They work. Okay, so let me go in with, I'm gonna go in with this color. This is like a purpley brown, dark brown down here. You see that? I'm gonna go in with that one. They broke. Some of them broke. Oh, it's okay. There are ones I didn't really use, but it's such a trouble. Ah! Good thing nobody's here. Okay. Go light-handed on this again, because you can always add more, but it's hard to take away, so. Kind of add slowly. Gradually build up. This, I feel like this look would look good on a lot of different eye colors. I like it for mine a lot, because purples are supposed to bring out brown or hazel eyes, which I have, and so I feel like this look complements my eye color pretty well, but I think it would look good on a lot of different people. I love warm tones like this. Oh, I got it from Jack and Hill again. My obsession. Sorry, I'm gonna go with the fluffy brush and I'm just kind of again blending out that purpley color. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to kind of define that outer edge a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with a different palette actually. It's my Alcone palette. I kind of like sell this stuff, but not really. Like I do, but I don't ever push it because I don't like being like pushy with it. But if you like any of this stuff by them that I use, those are the ones that have like the diamond top lip glosses and my favorite eyeliner, which I'll probably use today. Anyway, if you want any of it, I will include the link like in the description bar and you can purchase it online. But I love this dark brown because it's super pigmented. And I also really like that black and the gray. And this one is, actually I've used them all, except for that pink one, I haven't used that one. But I do really like this palette. So, I go in with that brown one. Kind of put that in that outer V again, making it a little bit darker. Very lightly. I'm 25, you guys, but since I like see teenagers all day, I feel like I like watch the same things as you and listen to the same things as you a lot of times, so I'm obsessed with Pretty Little Liars. So I gotta ask you guys what you thought about who you found out. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. When you found out who A was, what your thoughts were, because I was not happy, really. I feel like they should have gone further into that, you know, if they're gonna do, I don't want to ruin it. I'm just gonna do it, because if you haven't watched it yet, you just need to watch it. If they're gonna make this person be a different gender, then I feel like they should have got into a little bit more that, like, sex change operation, I guess you would say. Because didn't she go to the Cape and all that jazz, and is she wearing a bikini? Like, what's going on with the downstairs area? I'm just wondering. I'm gonna do a little touch of black in that outer corner, and then I think I'll be done with that outer corner. I'm gonna use that same brush again. I'm gonna use this palette again. A little bit of black. Okay, time for the lid color. I'm gonna go in with this brush here, another Mary Kay brush, big flat brush, and I'm gonna go in with this gold tone right here. It's like a bronzy gold. And I'm just going to put that, all of this part that I've kind of left blank. Like so. If you want to spray your brush with MAC Fix Plus, that always helps colors show up a lot more pigmented. I just get the baby size because it's less expensive and I don't use it a whole lot. I think you can also set your makeup with that too. Kind of bringing that into the inner tear duct as well. Now for an extra pop, if you want it, you can go in with some loose glitter. And I just use, this is what I use on the seniors a lot, and like body adhesive. And you just dab a little bit and then place some of the glitter on the lid, which I can do also today. Body adhesive here, dab lightly. Or put some of this glitter in this little thing right here. And just kind of pat it where I put that glue, just for an extra little pop. This is obviously pretty extreme. You don't have to do this part. It's just if you want a little extra oomph. If you want it a little more subtle, you can always just do the gold shadow of my focus on my camera. I have to like put a broom in front to make sure I'm in focus, so. Hopefully this is in focus. I'm sorry if any of this is not, but I'm usually gonna use my Alcone, excuse me. I'm gonna try to use my Alcone liquid liner, smudge proof. I love this. This is my ride or die. It's my favorite. So I'm gonna do a winged eyeliner. I usually will try to do one and then the other side, and then I'll put them together to make sure they both the sides kind of match. I just kind of drag it up towards the tail of my brow is what I usually do. So those look pretty even. Like that, and then the part that is left, like I said, the fill in the blank part, and just fill in with the liner. I feel like this liner makes it so easy. It just takes practice too, guys. I know that it can be so hard and frustrating. I could never get mine to look the same at first. I'm gonna coat my lashes because I'm gonna put some false ones on. I forgot to put some shadow on my lower lash line before I put mascara on, so we'll do that in a minute while that dries. But I'm gonna put on lashes, Red Cherry Lashes number 43. These are my favorite. I buy them online in bulk. I love how these are. They're so comfortable. I've tried other ones and I'm just very partial to these. So I'm gonna put these on with tweezers and just lash grip. This just comes in like a lot of times with lashes you buy, nothing special. One of the biggest tips I can tell you for lashes is let the glue dry a little and get tacky. So I don't even put them on until probably like a minute or two after I put this glue on. Otherwise it's gonna be a slippery mess and it's not gonna work out. So just wait for that glue to get tacky. lashes are on, and I went over some of that with extra black liner just to make sure you don't see any glue. I'm going in with my dark purple again, and I'm putting this on my lower lash line down here. Mainly just the outer corner. I'm basically gonna do all the colors, all the colors that I did on top of my eye on the bottom. I'm kind of slightly bringing it inward, but whenever it's kind of when the powder is basically worn off, so it's not super heavy right in there, if that makes sense. And then just a touch of black on that outer corner. And then I'm gonna go in with this brush, still kind of a dense brush, and I'm gonna go in with that first kind of orangey color that we went in for our transition shade. And I'm gonna blend all of this out so there's no harshness and everything fades. I'm gonna use one of my new favorite products. Oh my God, I think I just spit a little. I'm so attractive. Which is Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics, which was designed by Jaclyn Hill. Sorry, I had to think there for a minute. So, that's what it looks like. I'm just gonna dip this brush in. It has a lot of fallout, so I always tap. And I'm gonna put this on the tops of my cheekbones to kind of give it a highlight. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Look at that. Totally worth the money. Oh, gives me life. And highlight my brow bone. And then my inner corner, my tear duct here. Just kind of even everything out. And a little bit on my Cupid's bow to give the appearance that I have a little bit of a bigger top lip, excuse me. Oh, woo! Okay, I just banged my knee up. By the way, guys, I'm wearing sweatpants and slippers. These are like slippers from the drugstore. That's how I afford Champagne Pop. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna do my lips now, so I'm gonna line my lips with Plush Plum by Jordana Cosmetics. I love these lip liners because they're seriously like $1 at Walgreens. And then I'm gonna go in with Captive by MAC, which is kind of like a plum fall color. What else to call it? Cranberry. It's a good cranberry color. Talk.
This is the final result. I hope that you guys like. I hope you guys have a fun time creating this fall look and that this helps you. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Can you say hi? Hi. Hi, YouTube. Hi. Hi. Oh, you got some lipstick on you. Got some lipstick. You guys all remember Carl? A little bit smaller. A little bit skinnier. But he's just a baby too. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. My firstborn.